somewhere in a forgotten storage facility in New Jersey, hidden beneath 40 years of dust, old newspapers, and broken crates, sat a machine that changed history. A machine that was never supposed to be found. Before we pull this tarp off, I need to tell you something. This isn't just another barn find. What we discovered inside this car, nobody expected. And once you see it, you'll understand why someone went to great lengths to make sure this DeLorean was never seen again. Three weeks ago, I got a message that stopped me mid-coffee. A friend of a friend, an estate lawyer, was clearing out a deceased collector's storage unit. He said, "There's a car in here. I don't know what it is, but it has wings." I drove 6 hours. I want you to understand that. 6 hours, no sleep, on the word of a blurry photo. But that's what this job does to you. And then I saw it. The stainless steel, that distinctive wedge-shaped nose, the flush door handles. 40 years hidden and it still looked like a spaceship. This is a 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. Serial number. We'll get to that. But let me give you some context, because if you don't know the story of this car, strap in. The DeLorean Motor Company built exactly 8,583 cars between 1981 and 1982. That's it. 1 year of production before the whole empire collapsed. John DeLorean, a genius, a visionary, a man who walked away from General Motors to build his dream car, was arrested on drug trafficking charges in 1982. An FBI sting. The factory in Belfast shut down, and thousands of these cars just scattered to the wind. But here's what makes this specific car different from any other DeLorean I've ever seen. Look at the VIN plate. Production number 1072. That means this car was one of the first 1072 DeLoreans ever made. An early build, and early builds, they're special. The factory was still experimenting, still changing things. Some of those early cars have differences that were quietly corrected later. They didn't want anyone to know. Now, I have to be real with you. 40 years of sitting does terrible things to a car. Even a DeLorean, and yes, the stainless steel body doesn't rust like normal steel, but everything else underneath? That's a different story. Look at this interior. It's like a time capsule. That cassette tape, I'll tell you what's on it in a second. That detail matters. JZD, John Zachary DeLorean. His initials. I'm not saying this cassette belonged to him, but I'm not saying it either. Okay, let's assess the damage properly, starting with the body panels. Here's the miracle of this car. The body is actually in remarkable shape. Stainless steel doesn't rust the same way. It patinas. Some of these panels just need a good polish and they'll come back to life. The engine, PRV V6, 2.85 liters, 130 horsepower. Which I know doesn't sound like much, but in 1981, this was a car designed to look fast. And it did. The performance was always secondary to the drama. Someone's been living here rent-free. Let's see what else we're dealing with. Brake lines need to be replaced entirely. I'm not even touching those. New rubber throughout. Suspension bushings, seals, gaskets, full refresh. The good news? The chassis is solid. No rot, no catastrophic damage. This car can be saved. Okay, I've been holding something back. When we first moved the car off the storage unit, we found something in the trunk. Well, in the front trunk. The frunk, because in a DeLorean the engine is in the back. I want to show you what was there. This was hidden under the floor mat of the frunk. Someone put it there deliberately. It wasn't just left behind. It was concealed. Inside, a stack of documents. Original DMC factory quality control reports, and handwritten notes, signed, and underneath those, photographs. These photos show this exact car, production number 1072, being inspected at the Belfast factory before shipping. Which means whoever hid this briefcase knew exactly which car this was. They weren't hiding random documents. They were hiding this car's history. I had a DeLorean historian authenticate these documents. She confirmed these are real. And the quality control notes contain something unusual. There are handwritten corrections to the factory specifications for the chassis reinforcement on this specific production run. Early cars that were built slightly different from the final spec. Not defective, just different. And someone, in 1981, wanted that difference documented and hidden. The plan, full mechanical restoration. We're keeping the original stainless steel body, just polishing and correcting. The interior will be restored to factory spec. And under the hood, well, the back, we're doing a complete rebuild. First out, the engine. The PRV V6 needs a full rebuild. New seals, new gaskets, timing belt, valve cover gaskets. This engine is actually not bad for its age. It's been sitting, but there's no catastrophic damage. The cylinders haven't scored. We caught it in time. Brake lines, all new, every single one. When a car sits for 40 years, you don't inspect brake lines. You replace them. Full stop. The interior is coming out entirely. The leather on these seats is original Scotch-grain, iconic. We found a specialist who can restore it to factory look, not replace it. These original hides are irreplaceable. New suspension, KYB shocks, fresh polyurethane bushings throughout. The car sits properly now. None of that saggy stance you see on neglected DeLoreans. Brakes, new rotors, new pads, new stainless steel lines, rebuilt calipers. The engine, fresh oil, new coolant, replaced the infamous Morelli distributor, the weak point of every PRV V6, with a modernized ignition system. Three weeks of work. I'm going to show you the highlights, because honestly, the full footage could fill a season of television. But here's what we accomplished.
Make sure that harness clears the steering column. Yep. It's clear. Gauge cluster is locked in.
We put the cassette tape back. It belongs in this car. Whatever is on it stays with this machine. Look at that. 40 years in the dark. And now, look at it. 40 years. 1,072nd car ever made. Documents nobody was supposed to find. A cassette nobody was supposed to hear. Let's see if she remembers how to be alive. Come on. There she is.